our folks, but also on that country, which at a point is going to be very sensitive about its own sovereignty. So I think that the timetable that we've established is a sound one. It is a responsible one. Are there risks involved in it? Absolutely. Can I anticipate that over the next 2 years there are going to be some bad moments along with some good ones? Absolutely. But I think it is the appropriate strategy whereby we can achieve a stable Afghanistan that won't be perfect. We can pull back our troops in a responsible way. And we can start rebuilding America and making some of the massive investments we've been making in Afghanistan here back home, putting people back to work, retraining workers, rebuilding our schools, investing in science and technology, developing our business plan. So, but there are going to be challenges. The one thing that I'm never doubtful about is just the amazing capacity of our troops and their morale. When I was in Boston just a couple of weeks ago, the fact that we still have so much determination and stick-to-itness and professionalism, not just from our troops, but from all our coalition allies. All of ISAF is a testament to them. It's extraordinary, and we're very proud of it. All right, since I'm in Chicago, even though my press secretary told me not to do this, I'm going to call on a Chicagoan to ask a Chicago question. Jay.
Mr. President.
Good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you too, Mr. President, and good to see you in Chicago. Chicagoans look at you standing there with Chicago, Chicago, Chicago on the wall behind you. There's an undeniable sense of pride. In your view, how did reality match up to fantasy in welcoming the world leaders to Chicago? And did the demonstrators in any way on the street undermine your efforts, Mayor Emanuel's efforts, to project the image of Chicago you would have liked to see?
I have to tell you, I think Chicago performed magnificently. Those of us who were in the summit had a great experience. If you talk to leaders from around the world, they loved the city. Michelle took some of the spouses down to the south side to see the Covers Nato, where wonderful stuff's being done with early education. They saw the Art Institute. I was just talking to David Cameron. I think he's sneaking off doing a little sightseeing before he heads home. I encouraged everybody to shop. Want to boost the hometown economy. We gave each leader a bean, a small model for them to remember, as well as a football from Soldier Field. Many of them did not know what to do with it. People had a wonderful time. And I think the Chicagoans that they interacted with couldn't have been more gracious and more hospitable. So I could not have been prouder. Now, I think with respect to the protesters, as I said, this is part of what NATO defends is free speech and freedom of assembly. You know, frankly, to my Chicago press, outside of Chicago, folks really weren't all that stressed about the possibility of having some protesters here, because that's what difficulties getting home, getting to work, or what have you. You know, that's, what can I tell you? That's part of the price of being a world city. But this was a great showcase, and